So my question is a follow-on to Betty, what you were talking about before of don't go talk to your friends, and I get that and believe in that, don't go searching for sympathy, but sometimes you do need like someone to bounce something off of, or to kind of maybe talk through the problem, a safe place to do that. So how do you find that as opposed to just going and blabbing and looking for sympathy?
So much of it depends on how you go to the person. If you go to the person seeking sympathy, they'll give it to you. If you go to the person seeking some understanding and you present the problem in a balanced way, then they're probably going to be very wise. A lot of it's in your hand as to what you get out of your friends. Anything you want to say, Jerry? All right, he said it's covered. Anybody else? Question. Mr. Beardsley. There you go. Yes?
I think it's really important what the lady up front said about talking to not really a friend but a mentor or something like that, because I have a mentor that I call a sponsor, and I got upset at my wife a couple weeks ago about a money issue, and I thought we were going to keep this money in this certain account for just emergencies, and it was being withdrawn for a house payment. So I was upset for a little while, and I went to my friend who is also my sponsor, and I said, I got upset, and it wasn't that bad, but it was just a misunderstanding and a lack of communication, and what I needed to do was make amends to her and tell her I was sorry for being upset, and that we needed to have better communication. And I think that's why our relationship is, every day we work on it to try to be a little bit better. But I do have a sponsor, like I'd come to Betty or Jerry or somebody that I had a lot of respect for and tell them, and then it's like a formula that you work it out on what part did I play in that. And I think that's really important to have a friend like that, not to be on your side, but to show you what you did wrong.
If you can say every day in any situation, what part did I have to play in that, you are going to stay well. Because it means that you will be in a correcting yourself over and over again, and you won't go down because you'll be busy changing. It doesn't mean you have to change him or her. You can't. But what part I played in it begins to change the atmosphere in the house. The atmosphere becomes a whole lot better. How many would agree? And if you have good atmosphere, you're going to have good levels of healing. All right. Anybody else? Jerry? Okay. Anybody else? Question? That's good. Come on with me, please. This is Matt.
My question is just generally on what do you call, like, finances, or finding the balance in that, that sort of decision making. Do you have a certain advice or something you've found?
We're going to do something that will answer your question. So, let's take about 3 more questions, and then we're going to move to what we're going to do, and then we'll answer that question. Anybody else? Karen. You'll have to come to me.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious, how can you get to a point of compromise when you're both really stubborn?
Well, we usually had sex. We always agreed on that compromise. I'm not trying to flip you off, but I'm just saying human nature is, let's get out of it and have sex.
Well, I heard was the second part of that. What was the first part there?
I don't know. You got so upset about that.
It takes time, and it takes approach, a positive approach. I think, for example, I was going to Betty, you know, I'm watching a basketball game last night, and she comes in and plops down, you know, and she said, oh, there goes Kobe Bryant, and there goes the Los Angeles Lakers. And, you know, you go, wow, I got a wife that knows the ball players, and she knows the teams, and if she's bending that far to earn some of my interest, then I should be bending a little bit more to earn her interest. So, use the mic, Jerry.
Okay, in other words, it isn't just to give in. Never, ever, ever in your lifetime give in to someone. Never. Because that you are to only give, you're never to give in. You're never to give up, you're never to give in, you're only to give. If you just followed that as a golden rule, you would be amazed at the change in your health. Yes, Jim. Well, it means, oh, I just give up. It's not worth it. You win, we'll do it. Or you say, well, honey, this time I'll give in to that. But, you know, next time you have to give in to me. You have to learn to give full measure and running over. And if you give generously, you'll receive generously. Because as you give, so shall you receive. Snotty little games called giving up and giving in. Haughty spirit giving in. We all do it some. Would you agree? It's just please don't do it all the time. You agree with me about giving? Honestly.
That's a big debatable one you got to watch out for. What percentage are you agreeing? You know, it's like Jenny says, don't keep score, but somehow with our athletic games we played for umpteen years, we're always somewhere way in the back of the head, maybe just keeping a teeny weeny score. So watch that carefully and don't do it.
An example would be my husband periodically loves to go to the library to get videos of movies he knows I don't like. Now, I know there are movies he likes, but I'm not sure he likes them as much as he likes to get movies I don't like. I think there's kind of a, you know, he stands there and he says, well, now I know she doesn't like that, so I'm going to pick that. But he thinks I don't get it, you know. But he's never confessed the game. And 98% of the time, he gets movies we both like. But there's always a tendency for that little moment to come when you want to be a schnook. How many would say that's true? Huh? What was it? Pirates of the what?
Captain Blood. Anybody seen Captain Blood? The old one, yeah. With Earl Flynn. Okay.
No problem. Have a guy's night and watch it. But most movies we absolutely love. We love movies.
And then Betty comes with In the Easter Bonnet with all the...